I don't know. Part of me is like, oh, you should do that poem that like you've already done before. But I told myself I'd do something I haven't said before. So this poem was just me having fun, I guess. Like I was like, what would happen if I personified a smell? So here it goes. She somersaulted through the cracks of my oven and did a ragtime tap dance with cast iron plated shoes. My initial reaction was to jump back astonished, but this alluring dancer took a hold of both my hands and spun me in circles on the linoleum floor of my kitchen. And yes, she was beautiful. Fishnet stockings clung to her thighs and her torso was hugged by a red beaded leotard that glinted in the light of 60-watt bulbs. Sparks flew off her burgundy hair and they pricked my skin as we spun. It stung, but only made me hold on tighter. The embers left a glowing halo around our figures. Her smile, framed by lips adorned with crimson beeswax, beckoned mine to come closer. Closer, but not too close. Still, close enough to see the steam from the kettle begin to pass through the reflection in her pupils for a fraction of each of our revolutions. The kettle, it sang for us. In a murderous soprano, the kettle sang for us. Lady of Red let out a sizzleless laugh, then slid a hand down to the small of my back. She leaned forward, dipped me closer to the ground, then pulled me upright, clasped the back of my head so that my ear was by her mouth, and I could hear the sound of the sparks flying off her burgundy hair. They seared their way into my eyelashes. "We have 34 seconds left," she whispered, "until you must release me. And I will expand, reach down into the furthest corners of your hallways and paint each fiber of your clothes with myself." Her breath nuzzled its way into my ear canal, the kettle still singing behind us. I decided to hold on to her for those remaining 34 seconds, to breathe in what I had left of her body. I let the kettle sing its solo until it became the white noise of our embrace. The kitchen timer scolded me. It screamed that if I waited too long, that she'd no longer be herself, that she'd become a charcoal memory of who she used to be. I finally stopped clinging onto her, set her free from my arms so that she could watch me take the kettle off the element, much like lifting the needle off a record. Lady raised an eyebrow and tapped a cast iron-plated shoe while she waited for me to let go of the rest of her. Not her body, but her image. I put a finger over the mouth of the timer so that it would hush and stop its screaming. Armed with my silicone oven mitt, I opened the oven door, and she tripped the light fantastic into every corner of my home. Woo!